What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Became a Prideful Emperor of Elemental Nations. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Spidey X Arco for suggesting this idea. Now I will be making this idea according to his comment, as he has suggested the whole plot for this story. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. The story begins 2 days after the QB attack in Konoha Gakure Nesato. As we go towards the said village to see that, the atmosphere in the whole village was quite griefful as well as heavy, as the people have still not recovered from the shock and the loss of 2 days ago. And the cherry on top was that their Kage also sacrificed himself to protect them all and seal away the Biju. As this was going on in the village, we go towards the hospital room that was filled with, shinobis as well as civilians who were wounded. But one of the hospital room was being watched 24/7 by the Anbus, and that room contained the legacy of the Yondaime. As now we go inside the room to see that Kushina Uzumaki was there, hugging her two infant children close to herself, while she too grieved the loss of her husband and her friends. As she looked at her children, Naruto and Mito, the twins, as she and Minato had to make a choice at that moment, as she could still vividly remember, as both of them were at battlefield alongside their children. We have to use them. There is no other way, Kushina. But Minato, what will happen to you? As Minato with a sad smile looked at his wife. You'll be there for them, I know. You'll be more than enough for both of them. You have to live on for them, and for me as well, Kushina. I love you and them, and I'll be proud of them as well. As he used the Hake Fuyin seal and made a deal with Shinigami, in exchange for his soul, the QB must be split in yin and yang chakra and will be sealed inside both of the children, Naruto and Mito. And that is what happened, and Minato lost his life. As now we see, Kushina was brought out of her thoughts as the flashback ended, as the door slid open, and in came Jiraiya and Hiruzen, the newly instated Hokage. As the door closed shut, Kushina, I know this is not the time, but Jiraiya wanted to meet you, and I know, I remember something Minato mentioned about a prophecy, said Kushina, as there was a huge silence as Jiraiya said, First of all, Kushina, I'm sorry for the loss. He was your student too. I could be imagining that you are grieving as well. I am, and I am proud of him for making the tough decision even in. Well, I'm not. I'm sorry, Kushina. Again, I don't know what to say. As now we see Jiraiya looked at his sensei who told him to go on now. As Jiraiya then said, Listen, Kushina. You know the prophecy. It is about one of your children. I don't know which one, but it is big chance for Konoha, I think. As Hiruzen's eyebrow rose as Kushina looked up as well to look Jiraiya directly in the eyes. Go on. Well, the thing is that, hear me out, okay? The toads told me that the child of prophecy will bring the whole elemental nation under his rule, and he will use and enforce his rule and bring peace to the whole world, because there is no other way left for us. As the toads even agreed to that, because of the arrogance as well as pride in many of the Kages and the daimyos, there has been ongoing constant wars and skirmishes in the villages, and he will break these all boundaries and will overcome challenges to bring everyone under his name. As Jiraiya looked down, as there was heavy silence in the room, which was broken by Hiruzen. Jiraiya, you could have told me this beforehand. You know that Kushina is going through a tough time right now. And this doesn't make any sense. I mean, what if we pick the wrong child? And not only that, what are you trying to implement here? Sensei, it is chance for Konoha to be on top again. And not only that, Konoha will be the watchful guard of everyone. Why does Konoha has to be the only one to survive? I mean, if Konoha does, so does the daimyo of the Land of Fire, and he will be overpowering the others, and soon others will start to revolt. It doesn't make sense. So henceforth we're not gonna meddle or interfere with the prophecy. You can't do such things, Jiraiya. You know that, right? As Kushina looked up as she agreed with Hiruzen as well. Hiruzen-sama is right. We cannot interfere with such divine things, Jiraiya-sensei. If you try to do this, they will always end up something into much worse. Something that you'd wish you could have changed and let it be as it was. So instead of thinking of could have, would have, should haves, we should focus on what is the, well, other side of the picture as well. You don't understand. This is a chance for us all. Then choose who is the child of prophecy, Jiraiya, said Hiruzen. As now Jiraiya was quiet, completely shut, because he himself did not knew who was the child. I mean, there was two in front of him. I don't know, maybe in due time we will be... I'm not gonna pick between my children. I'm gonna raise them equally, and both of them will learn to love each other and stay close to each other, because I don't want to lose any children. I will make sure both of them understand their bonds. Kushina, are you going to? Yes. To make sure that the Uzumaki bloodline continues, they have to. And what's there to deny about? I mean, there has been practices even amongst Hyugas and Uchihas, as well as even amongst Uzumakis and Senjus. I mean, I was also brought to this world like this, so what's there to worry about? Fine, if you think this is okay then. As a clan head, I think it is. Then go ahead, Kushina. Who am I to stop you? But hear me out. As the rule of Konoha states, you cannot tell them if they like each other enough, then only then this will be allowed. Remember? Yes, I know. As now we see, the agreement was made and Jiraiya's plans were foiled because of Hiruzen's intervention. As time began to pass by, as a few years later we see that a 6-year-old Naruto was showing bright skills as well as some prodigious skills as well. He at the age of 6 was able to beat some of the Genins as well, because Naruto was a prodigy and was able to replicate each and everything shown to him, and there was such a gleam in his blue eyes that was majestic in its own right. And turned out he also possessed an ability, and his eyes were akin to a dojutsu. And once they found out, they were quite surprised, and Naruto was quite excited. It was a few months ago, as Naruto has just reached at the age of 6, as now we see him getting his regular checkup, as the doctor was quite shocked to inform Kushina about what he has discovered. Kushina-sama, the boy's eyes, it has something akin to a dojutsu ability. What is it? I don't know, but it is something that we cannot see visibly. Only a person with dojutsu can tell. So this is what it is. As Naruto focused towards a glass furnace in front of him that shattered while he looked at it into tiny, almost like a powdered crystal pieces, as everyone was shocked. As this was then told to Hiruzen-sama, as Hiruzen alongside with Hiyashi Hyuga arrived at the battlefield that was used as a training field. As there Naruto was placed in front of a log, as the log, when Naruto used his abilities, turned into splinters, as Hiyashi's eyes were widened. Even in his Byakugan, I cannot believe it. Such monstrous amount of chakra is being released. Is it the Kyuubi's? No, Hokage-sama. That is Naruto's chakra. I can see the chakra flow as well. How can one possess, at such a young age, such tremendous amount of chakra? As Mito was quite proud of her big brother as well. Nissan, you're amazing. As Naruto watched as his sister hugged him close, as Naruto also patted his sister on the head. Well, if you want to be strong, then you have to train harder, Mito, or otherwise I'll just go on ahead and surpass you. Nuh-uh, I'll catch up in no time, as both of the siblings chuckled and began to, well, laugh. And soon after that we see some more time passed, as Naruto at the age of 8, alongside with Mito, was having a sparring session with the Toads as well as Jiraiya, as two of the Toads of similar their age, Gamakichi and Gamatetsu, were fighting with them. I mean, come on, kid. I can do better than that. Oi, who are you calling kid, you stupid toad? You're almost the same age as me. But I'm much older than you. Yeah, I'll show you. As the toad charged another oil bomb in his mouth as Naruto dashed towards him. As the oil bomb hit Naruto, Naruto was flung back. As Mito then stopped and said, "Nissan," as she too was hit by an oil bomb from Gamatetsu. As Shiradan said, "Come on, Naruto, focus." And that is when an interesting thing happened as everyone gasped. Naruto mid-air was floating, as he was upside down as he stopped himself in mid-air. As then he rotated and landed on his feet. Whoa, what was that? As Shiradan said, "Naruto, how did you... I don't know. Old pervert, I don't know what happened, but it just did." "Nissan, you're so cool," said Mito. As at that time we see that Kushina arrived as well. "What happened?" Kushina. "Well, Kachan, the old pervert over here will tell you later. From the looks of it, it's already time for the academy to begin." "Yes, it's almost 8 a.m., Naruto." "Jeez, I can't believe we made a habit of waking up at 5 a.m. It's almost torturous. Thanks to you, old pervert. If you don't go and, do your research in the evening, we would have been training then. But no, you couldn't have found any better time than to train in the early morning. Jeez, kid, what do you want me to do? Besides, the research is also important for me and for my fans." "You and your fans can go to hell for all I care, old pervert. Come on, Mito. We'll be going to academy." As Naruto, after arriving into the academy, seated down next to Sasuke, his friend, and right next to him sat down Mito. As Naruto was busy with Sasuke talking, we see that Mito was busy doing something of her own. Naruto was quite popular and was going head to head with Sasuke to achieve the Rookie of the Year title. And Mito was the Konoichi of the Year, but she still was insecure about one thing: her Nissan. And that was, not in a way you're thinking, but in a way much more sinister and creepy. She had feelings for him, romantic feelings. She soon realized when she began to read some of the Uchiha books secretly that she was deeply in love with her older brother and would do anything and everything to make sure that she's the only one who is closer to him. And she has to assert dominance over the others. And that is why she only achieved the Konoichi of the Year rank, so to make sure that everyone understood that Naruto was off limits. And for those who ever tried to contact him, even the older ones, either they wound up disappeared or wound up crippled to the point that they stopped being a Konoichi. Mito was the most sinister one since she had the Yang chakra, and it also urged and quenched her thirst for blood as well, and the Kyuubi's as well. As now we see, on the other side, Naruto, unaware of this, with the yin side, was just having a chill talk with Sasuke. "Jeez, man, I'm just sick of these fangirls. How come you never have any, Naruto?" As Mito heard this, "I mean, you're quite popular as well as going head to head with me. You have good looks like me, so why? Why am I the only one who is getting all these, fangirls and not you?" "Huh, now that you say it kinda hurts when you say it like that, but still I wonder why." "Nissan," said Mito in a chilling cold voice, "you don't need such hussies. Those fucking bitches cannot never satisfy you. You have Mito. Mito is more than enough." Of course my little cute sister is more than enough, right?" "Yeah, she is cute, I guess." "Nobody cares what you say, Sasuke. I mean, nobody loves you and your duck ass hair. Hey, don't say that about my hair. It's natural." "Yeah, keep telling yourself. When you go bald, it will be quite interesting to see you like that." "Ook." "Wait, what did you call me?" "An ook, because your name has an ook in the end." "My name is Sasuke, not ook." "Whatever," said Mito. "Mito? That's not nice. He's my friend, you see. Even if he has duck ass hair." As both of them chuckled, as Sasuke said, "Hey, whose side are you on?" "I'm just having fun here," said Naruto, as that is how he spent his time in the academy. As now we see, Naruto in the night time was, practicing in the backyard. He was quite interested because of his flying ability, and later at home, before he was practicing, his Kachan was also interested, so to show her he was practicing. "Come on, do something." As now we see, unknown to him, Shinobi from Iwa was watching this, so this is where the spawns of the Yondam reside. They thought they could hide them from us. But, what a pity. I'm sorry, kid, no hard feelings. You are going to meet your maker soon. If anyone is to blame, it is your father. But that is when something interesting happened. Naruto appeared behind him. Ah, you think so? As the man in an instant turned behind him, kunai in front of him. What? But how? It is quite interesting that you are here. I noticed you from the beginning. Why have you been watching me? A shinobi from. Eva. I heard that you had some bad blood with my old man before he died. But he is dead. He's not here. Even if he is dead, you are alive. Oh, but I didn't do any of that shit that he did. To you all. You have a big mouth on you, brat. I'm gonna enjoy killing you. Thank you for coming here on your own. Who said I'm here? As suddenly the man felt a piercing pain behind his back, only to find that he was stabbed by a kunai in the center part of his spine. If he moved, he could die in an instant. As Naruto walked in front of him, as his eyes were red with slits before turning back into a blue hue. As Naruto's gaze intensified, as the man felt intense pain as his molecules inside bit by bit became nothing, and as all of them were destroyed. As suddenly the man turned into nothing more than bloody smear, and his blood evaporated in air as his headband fell down as Naruto picked it up. Pathetic. If they want to come after me, why not attack in front? They call themselves an elite shinobis. Fuck them. As with that said, Naruto was arriving back at home, only to find in the middle of the night, as all of them went to sleep, a group of Eva shinobis attacked again, and this time both his Gachan and Mito were the ones held hostage while he was being tracked. As Naruto's eyes widened, as one of the Konomichis kicked Mito in the head to make her shut up, as they all laughed, and in an instant Naruto's rage turned more than he could imagine, and what followed suit was nothing more than flashbacks, screams, and when he regained his senses, he was standing there in front of Mito and Kushina, as Kushina's eyes were widened, as she had a shocked expression on her face, and as for Mito, she had a weird expression of, well, blushing on her face. Maybe she was sick, as Naruto thought. Mito, Kachan, are you both okay? As Naruto looked down at his clothes to see that they were covered in bloody smear, and his hands, they had human skin and something different, and they were covered in blood as well. What happened? Naruto, you don't remember? No, I don't. As now we go towards Kushina's perspective at what happened. As Kushina saw that Naruto suddenly grabbed that man's hand, as the man suddenly screamed in pain that was dragging him, and suddenly everyone saw that Naruto ripped his hand out, and the bones became visible. Naruto, grabbing those bones, ripped them out of the man's arm and stabbed him in the chest with one, and threw the other bone across the skull of the woman who was kicking Mito, as she and her body flung next to the wall like a rag doll, as the other two shinobis charged towards Naruto, only for Naruto to jump throughout the guts of one with two kunais in a rotating motion, and after that he grabbed onto the spine and pierced it into the skull of the other. As now we see Naruto standing in front of them, and that is when he talked normally like this. As now we see back from Naruto's perspective as he turned behind to look at what he has done, shocked. I did this all? Naruto, you really don't remember? Said Kushina. No. As Naruto, with shock, began to pass out, as everything became blur, as his ears began to ring, as he passed out because of the shock. As once Naruto woke up, he was in a hospital room, as in front of him was his sister, who had red eyes because of crying, and his mother, who was worried about him. Naruto-kun, you're awake. Naruto-Nisan, said Mito, hugging her brother's arm. What happened? Was that a dream of some sort? It was like a bad dream, Naruto, but that was real. Eva, they attacked us, and we had to defend ourselves. It was a direct assault at us, at you mainly, and Mito. said Kushina, as Hiruzen then arrived inside and spoke. You did good, Naruto. But how are you feeling, my boy? I know what I did. It felt weird. It, it, it felt satisfying knowing that I protected those who I had to protect. The truth is that I killed one before. But I only thought that was a dream as well. I was not sure. What do you mean? As Naruto revealed about the earlier Eva shinobi that he encountered and killed with his ability. Naruto, why didn't you not tell? I thought I have dealt with it. Naruto, that was a mistake. Usually one is sent on recon, and they are here with teams. If anything of such sort happens again, you tell this to us firsthand. Okay? And we're gonna up your training now, much more. Alright. As now we see, Naruto and Mito reach at the age of 13, and they stopped going to the academy and were now recruited into the Yanbus, and have been going on recon missions as a part of their training, as Naruto was now going by the name of, Ghost, as he had a blank Anbu mask. As once reaching at the age of 13, he has more than enough missions to make him a Jonin under his belt, and so does Mito as a Konoichi. But both of them, following their mother's words, decided to go and become a Genin first, and were placed in Team 7 with Kakashi, Hatake as their sensei, and with Sasuke Uchiha as their teammate. As Sasuke was quite happy, but Mito not so much enthusiastic, because all her Naruto Nissan time was going to be spent with, either training or either with, Sasuke outside of their home. As Mito's jealousy and infatuation with Naruto was growing even more. So much that Kyuubi began to feel scared somewhat of, her obsession, and even tried to warn her, the Yang side. Listen to me, Mito. Your obsession with Naruto is not good. What do you know? My brother is the world to me. It is only because of him that I was saved, and not only that, he treats me well. He treats Kachan well. I don't understand why doesn't she have the same feelings as me, but I do. More for me, I guess. Mito, he is your brother. So, I saw the document, and I was happy. You saw it too, right? The document about me and Nissan's marriage. I'm gonna be his bride soon. What if Naruto doesn't want that? No, he would. If he doesn't, then I'm gonna use Ino's jutsu to make him understand. He has to understand, right? Right? Mito, this is an obsession. Even if you call it a love, an obsession is an obsession, and you are unhealthily obsessed with Naruto. You have to give him his space, otherwise, even if you want to love him or date him, he would just run away, thinking you're creepy and unattractive. No, I don't want to. I don't want that to happen," said Mito, as Naruto then brought her out of her own stupor. "Mito-chan, is everything fine?" said Naruto with a worried expression. "Everything is fine, Nissan. I'm worried that you would, leave Mito alone, and Mito will be only left alone. And so will Kachan. I won't leave you two, even if it is the end of the world. That is my promise, and Uzumaki never leaves one behind. And you're my precious little sister. Why would I leave you behind?" As Sasuke then said, "Ugh, disgusting. Jeez, Teme, you wish you had a sister as cute as Mito. You're just jealous." "Whatever you say, Dobe. Enough," says Kakashi with a nice smile. "I can see that we have a quite good bonding and understanding, so there is no need for the bell test. How about we jump into, the D-rank missions from the next morning?" Seriously, Sensei, D-rank? Yes, Naruto. It is the normal protocol, so yes, you gotta follow it. Geez, fine. As Naruto and Team 7 went on many D-rank missions, from helping out old people crossing the street with their groceries, as well as painting the fence, to cleaning the Akimichi's toilets, to, giving baths to the Inuzuka hounds. It was quite hectic missions, but they all done it through. And now it was time for their first C-rank mission. As Naruto, inside the Hokage office, after completing the Tora D-rank mission, then said, with his face, with a single scratch, as Mito was close to killing that cat, but Naruto was the one who was holding it, so she couldn't do it. "Well, GG, I have done those pathetic D rank missions. Finally! Now give me a C rank. I want to do it! As at the time, Iruka was there, as he then said, Naruto, even if you were Rookie of the Year, and Konoichi of the Year was Mito-chan, and Sasuke is the second best, it doesn't make your team that much qualified for a C rank mission. I mean, your team must need to fulfill the quota. We have done that, says Sasuke. And I think our team is more than qualified, Sensei, said Mito. Well, even if it is, I don't think it is safe for you to, well, be sent out to the world, right, Hokage-sama? Well, Iruka, I think one should start to gain experience as early as they should, and knowing that they are the best of the best in the Genins, so maybe we should give them a chance. What do you say, Kakashi? What do you think? Is your team ready? Yes, I think my team is ready. Then bring him in, Iruka. As Iruka went and brought in a drunken old man. Huh? Well, is this the team that is going to be, escorting me back to my village? Yes, Tazuna-san. Huh. Hey, kid. You look quite scrawny. You one with the duck ass here. Are you able to even, pick up a kunai? You look like you're on a break. Old man, I'm an Uchiha. If anything, I'll be doing the breaking the bones of my enemies. You don't need to worry about kunais or anything, said Sasuke as he threw a kunai which weaved straight through the ear next to, well, Tazuna. As Tazuna's eyes widened. Huh? Well, damn it, brat, you killed my booze. Now I gotta go and drink some more. Meet me here tomorrow at the same time. As Naruto and the others just chuckled at Sasuke. As Kakashi then said, Mama, Sasuke, you don't have to kill your own, employer. After the mission is done, can I do that? Well, we'll see. As Tazuna was quite hurriedly, seen leaving. As the next evening arrived, as Mito was quite excited to go on a mission outside of the village with her Nissan. And, unfortunately with Sasuke and with Kakashi. As now we see, they in a formation traveled with Tazuna. As the first encounter happened when they saw a puddle, as a huge amount of chain was thrown towards Kakashi, which Naruto grabbed by hand and literally yanked the demon brothers towards him. What a little surprise, as Naruto's hand was covered with a metal glove, as he literally punched him, breaking his jaw, and on either side, Mito with an axe kick dropped another one knocked out unconscious, as now both of these siblings tied them up, as Sasuke then said, why am I even here? If you're gonna do all this, hey, you're keeping an eye on the employer. As after waking them up, Kakashi, who was impressed, watched this in silence because they were both his teammates in the Anbu, so he knew what they could do. The siblings were quite hectic and were quite, dreadful for their enemies. So he already knew Mito and Naruto will be more than enough. Sasuke was the one who needed to focus on mostly. As now we see, Naruto then asked, Weki, time to tell us who sent you here. And why were you targeting us? You're not our target. That old bastard behind you is. Why would you want to target our employer? What did he do? Steal your bricks or something? Steal our bricks. You don't know what he is, right? He is standing up against Kato, our employer, and he wants him out. Is that right? And why does he want him out? He wants to build a bridge between Land of Waves and the other world, and he uses Land of Waves as a port. As a legitimate businessman. He's lying. If anything, he's a tyrant. So you lied to us, said Naruto, turning towards him. Tell me why I shouldn't break your hand, old man, and end this mission right here, right now. Please, you have to help me and my people. Kato, he has done much worse things. He raped women, traded them as slaves, killed our men, and takes ransom from our village, which is dying out. As Naruto turned towards the other two, is that right? So what if it is? What are you three pathetic Genins gonna do? Not like nobody would believe you. As suddenly one of the siblings turned into a bloody smear next to him. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. As Sasuke's eyes were widened, as Mito taking this chance knocked him out. Naruto, Nissan! Seriously? I'm just pissed, Mito. As Tazuna was also scared now. This kid, he's weird. As Kakashi then said, Naruto, calm your bloodlust down. As Naruto glared at Kakashi. For completing this mission, Kakashi's Captain Kakashi, whether you like it or not. Naruto, Ghost, stand down. This is a direct order. Even if you give me, I don't care. I never cared about your orders. You know that. Naruto, we are as a superior and a junior speaking here. You should at least respect that, said Kakashi, sounding a little angry. Fine, but please can we complete this mission? Of course we can. We're here to help. Don't you worry, Tazuna. We're more than enough. As Naruto then turned towards Ghost, you can't be serious. The fucking child is the legendary ghost that appeared and disappeared. And you'll disappear soon. As, with a scream, the other brother was dead as well, turning into nothing more than a bloody smear. Let us go then. As Sasuke woke up, as Naruto had a fake bandage on his arm. What the hell? Well, you took them down and you turned them into a bloody smear. What the hell are you on about? What kind of weird dream did you have, Sasuke? That man literally broke my arm. And thanks to Mito's chakra, I'm able to heal most of it. It'll take a few days, Nissan, but it'll heal. It'll take us some time to get back to Land of Waves, though. Why did I pass out? You didn't pass out, you helped out, you idiot. It was only that you were resting, I guess. What did you eat? Did you eat one of my salted ramen packs? As Sasuke then said, might have, I don't know. You bastard, you're gonna pay me back once we return. Geez, fine, I'm gonna take you to Ichiraku Ramen's if that's what you want. Good, deal then. Yeah, whatever. My head is hurting. It's like someone hit me bad. Well, you did took a punch to the head by that, other man with him. Really? Why don't I even remember that shit? Well, you might have taken a serious hit. Maybe what if you have a memory loss or something, said Naruto teasingly. Shut up, you idiot, said Sasuke with a smile. As Kakashi realized that now everything was normalized, he came close to Tazuna, who was inside the hose. Listen to me, Tazuna. You better keep this a secret. Naruto's and Mito's identity cannot be revealed. They were ex-Anbus, and it is as it is. Fine by me, just help me out. I promise I won't tell this to anyone. Good. As now we see, Naruto and the team after 2 days arrived at the Land of Waves, and what they saw made Naruto's blood boil even more. And soon after that, he saw some of the goons arriving. Naruto followed them after they looted some of the houses, taking some of the girls as bounty as well, as they called it. As once they returned, Naruto entered. One by one, screams filled out everywhere. The whole, building was painted red, and from the drain pipes, nothing but red liquid came out for days later on. But as for now, we see Naruto with a lot of covered up women, wearing the clothes of those who were dead inside, and in Naruto's hand was something that was sticky and bleeding out. It was Kato's head, as he too was covered in blood. Then said, turning towards them, move forward, we have a long way to go. As the women scared alongside the children made their way back, as Naruto arriving back slumped a piece of paper to Tazuna in the middle of the night, as he was scared and awake the whole night because of what he had saw, and placed next to him Kato's head. There. This is more than enough. Now you can complete the bridge. All that there is, left is a lot of money back behind. You can go and take care of that. Thank you. Thank you so much. As Naruto then disappeared and took a bath and arrived back from his bed later. What's the commotion going on downstairs? You dope, you slept through all of this? Someone just killed Gato, our target, and freed this village. Why were we even here? I mean, we were here to escort him, so I guess we didn't have to do any hard work, and our mission is complete, Tim, and you should be grateful. Oh man, I was itching for some action finally. Something that I could remember. At this rate, I can never surpass Itachi Nissan. You and your Itachi obsession, and yet you call my sister uncute. You're the one who's uncute, Naruto. As over there in Konoha, Itachi with Shisui for spending some time, as he felt sudden shudder and became angry. Why your face suddenly turned sour, Itachi? I don't know. I just sense a disturbance in the force. Something I don't like is being said about my Sasuke. Geez, whatever. You and your protectiveness over your little brother. You wouldn't understand, Shisui. Yeah, whatever. As now we go back, as Team 7 the next morning returned back as the bridge was completed by them and a letter was sent out thanking the Hokage and the Team 7 and telling them that they were whenever they wanted welcome back. As this was going on, Sasuke was happily left as they were told of the Chunin exams coming up and were given the option to participate, obviously with the chose to do so, as Naruto was being scolded with by Kushina, as well as Hiruzen and Jiraiya and Kakashi. "Well, what do you have to say for yourself, Naruto?" said Jiraiya, as Kushina was literally angry. "Well, I think that, that was a job well done." Naruto was bonked on the head by his Kajan. "You damn idiot! That was not a job well done! You became a target now! You painted a huge target on your back, Naruto. What if there was spies within? What will they go and tell the others? They will come after you, scared of your power. That is how the Uzumakis went extinct," said Kushina. "You worry too much, Kajan. I promise nothing will happen like that." As Kushina suddenly broke down as Naruto's eyes widened. Oi, why the tears? "I'm joking, I promise I wouldn't do any of this sort, okay? Just don't cry," said Naruto, hugging his Kajan close as Mito was hugging them both as well, feeling left out a bit. As now we see both of the men, they are standing alongside, Kakashi, then smiled. "Well, I guess now you learned your lesson. You're not only endangering yourself, Naruto. You're kind of worrying us all. Not for yourself, or at least your own mother, or for us. Don't put yourself in danger, or fall headfirst in danger, okay?" "Geez, fine." As that is when we see a toad appear. It was Gamakichi. "Ah, Gamakichi, what do you want?" "I'm here to take some of the candy and tell you something." "Naruto, what is it?" "You're summoned to the Toad Mountain. You and Jiraiya, alongside with Mito-chan over there." "Huh? Why now? The Chunin exams are near, we gotta participate." "Well, you can go ahead. We'll make sure Sasuke has substitute teammates." "Okay, I guess." As now we see Naruto arrived there alongside with Mito. Sasuke although was not happy but had to cooperate with Sai as well as another teammate, which was his fangirl, unfortunately, Sakura from the reserves. So they as Team 7 were now going to participate in the Chunin exams where Naruto and Mito had to go to the Toad Mountain. As after their arrival, Naruto was revealed to be the child of prophecy, much to Naruto's shock, as then he was beginning his training there, which will last a few years. As Naruto's training with the Toads consisted of his whole abilities unlocking his eyes abilities that were akin to Jujutsu. They were called the eyes of Kami herself, pure and powerful and demanding respect. They were blessed upon Naruto, and not only that, Naruto possessed abilities like negative chakra and positive chakra. Naruto could bend chakra into negative force or the positive force itself. And also, he has an endless pit of chakra as well as all sorts of, elemental abilities. He was an anomaly in its own right, a strong individual, which needed a lot of guidance and training. And that is what happened in Naruto's life alongside with Mito, who was, similar to canon Naruto. As years went by, we see that the two of them reached at the age of 16, and Mito at the time was successfully able to lose her virginity to Naruto, who, couldn't deny her charm later on because he was into redheads as well, and while staying away from humanity and learning from Mito, learning from a scroll that was planted by Mito herself in Naruto's belongings that they were supposed to be married. Naruto talked to its side of Kurama and then to, his own mother and even Sensei, as they all agreed. And Naruto too, they began to see Mito otherwise, and soon they ended up doing the deed together. And it became now evident that they were going to be an Uzumaki couple who was going to bear the pure Uzumaki bloodline. So it will continue. Obviously, Kushina and the Konoha, when it was revealed to them, mostly the council was happy, because it was a common practice amongst the, Hyuga clan as well as the Uchiha clans and the other clans as well. So nothing was out of the order here, and nothing disturbing as well. And on the other side, Mito was quite happy, but there was something off about her. She has gone completely nuts She was head over heels and a sociopath for Naruto as well. She would kill for him or take lives for him, even if someone would just, break his smile or make him sad, even to that extent. But only to those who were girls or who were his friends. Talking about friends, turns out his friend Sasuke, something bad happened to him. He has been corrupted by the seal of Orochimaru in the Chunin exams. And it was only a few years later that it was revealed to him that he has deserted the village. Naruto's first mission after getting back was to go and make sure Sasuke was safe. And only then he will succeed ahead. As now we see, Naruto's training was done. He departed back to Konoha, and on his arrival he went straight towards his Gigi's office. Gigi, I need to know what happened to Sasuke. I need to bring him back. Unfortunately, it's not possible, Naruto. What? What do you mean it's not possible, Gigi? Sasuke has deserted long time ago, and, well, last time Itachi was the one who went after him. And once he returned, he was dead. What? What do you mean? It can't be. Well, we didn't tell you the whole truth, Naruto. He was lured by, Orochimaru and later on killed. Ambush by Suna, Iwa, and Kiri and Kumo combined, because they saw Orochimaru's rising village as a threat, like the Uzumakis. What? What are you talking about? They all attacked the Uchiha Gakure in the Second Great Shinobi War. How did you... I know my history, Gigi. And they did the same now with Sasuke. Not only on Sasuke, they did that on Otogakure, which was Orochimaru's village. Well, whatever it was, my friend is dead. When will this end, Gigi? When will all this madness end? It can never end, Naruto. Unfortunately, the cycle of hatred is too much strong. Then I will crush it. What? What do you mean? It is time I fulfill my destiny. I'm gonna wage war on all elemental nations, beginning from Konoha. As Naruto then moved towards Daimyo, invading his office in the night time, butchering down his men, and then, in the end, making him surrender the whole land of fire and Konoha to him. And with this, he single-handedly had now control over Konoha and the land of fire. As being the new daimyo, no, the king as he called himself, later on, dubbed by the people itself as emperor, he moved his war towards Iwa, capturing it and executing Onuki and his family. As he then moved towards Kiri, who surrendered easily, heeding Naruto's warning, and Mei, while he stayed there, fell in love with Naruto as well, as Mei and Mito became his pillars and his wives now, and with Kushina's by his side, with blessing alongside with Jiraiya, Itachi, who was brimming with revenge because of the hatred that was going on and on. He saw that Naruto had different path to achieve what he wanted, but it was in the end his same goal. So he joined his forces with him, and he too was suffering from the, death of his brother. As Naruto on the other hand continued his war and later on conquered Suna, as the daimyos and the others who were involved in power hungry were executed, and those who were their family members who were good enough were spared. And Naruto in this way was able to become the emperor of almost all the elemental nation. The Akatsuki were scared of him and didn't want a confrontation. They knew that like a wave, Naruto was swallowing everything, a huge tidal wave. And the elemental nation has a huge shift in power, and that power being Naruto himself, being dubbed the Emperor, the Conqueror, and many other names. As now we see, Kumo put it up a fight, with the combination of Akatsuki now trying to just survive instead of capturing the Biju, because they wanted their survival first. In the end failed, as Naruto even conquered that, and the daimyo and the Raikage were executed. And soon after that, those who were innocents were spared, and the people now had completely surrendered to Naruto. As now we see, Naruto, 5 years later, was standing inside the Hokage office, which now was his throne, as beside him was his mother, his wives, and his advisor, his Gigi, and, Itachi. I told you, Gigi. I told you once I returned. that I was gonna bring back Sasuke, and then later try to move forward with Jiraiya's words. But in the end, it was how the prophecy said it would be. I can't believe it was my brother's death that triggered this whole Naruto. He was kind of my brother as well. The only best friend that I ever had. And these people, they took him from me. Naruto, this shows that you respect and love those people who are around you and would do anything for them. And this is how you are able to win over the people who are now your subjects. And you are their king, their emperor. Now you have achieved peace through your own way, united everyone under your name and banner. It is up to you now to make sure that you are kind and just king. I know, and I have my wives and you all here to make sure I am who I am, and my pride doesn't get in my way. As now we see Naruto with his wives watching over his kingdom, and no power was left to stand against him. The whole elemental nation was now under him, and him alone. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's short movie, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!